Hey guys, today we're gonna take a look at one of the most iconic guitar solos of all time, Hotel California. Okay, let's take a closer look at this awesome solo. I will play every phrase very slow once, so you can see what I'm doing, and then I will give you some pointers all the way up to the end of the solo. Now we're in the key of B minor, and basically he starts off with the B minor pentatonic scale. And he starts off with this incredible bend, and it's a pretty unusual place to do a bend. Normally you would bend on the blue note, for instance. Or you can go to the root note. Sometimes even this note. But the first note of the solo of Hotel California is here. And that's a very strange note to play. It's the root note, which we need to bend up 3 frets, 12 to 15. That's quite hard, here we go. So the first note immediately takes quite a lot of strength to get there. What a bend. Then he continues. Bit of vibrato. And this note here, 8th note on the D string, doesn't have anything to do with the B minor pentatonic scale, does it? And that has to do with the chord that's playing in the background, which is the F sharp. And rather than playing the B minor pentatonic scale the whole time over this F sharp, he's playing the B minor harmonic scale. That sounds like this. Sounds a bit mysterious and a bit Arabic, and you can tell it sounds brilliant with this F sharp, and he tends to end with this 8th note here, the A sharp on the D string. Then he continues with basically another minor pentatonic lick, but this note, again a note you wouldn't expect, and it creates a whole different, almost classical feeling. And the second time he does play the index finger, which is the normal minor pentatonic note you would expect. Next up. Beautiful bend, which is something that Jimi Hendrix would very often do. And you find the same bend in Hotel California, not that outrageous, of course. And here we have very much a country lick. He does mute in between, mute with the palm of his hand, and then, because otherwise it would sound like this. And that would be too much country. And we have. So he starts with beautiful bend, and then repetition, repeating the same musical idea, which is something that always works well. Then a kind of Chuck Berry type of lick. Let's continue. Especially at the end note. And now we get a beautiful bend. This time from the 11th fret on the G string to the 14th fret. And he doesn't just play the G string, but he's muting the bottom strings as well. And he also plays those 3 bottom strings. So you have this. It's a small difference. Hear the difference? Has a bit more punch. Then we go a little bit higher. It's actually quite difficult to do it well, and the trick is to make sure that when you do the bend, you're bending both the E and the B string, and you're not moving your hand. That's very important. You need to be able to do this. You can hear the E and the B string, mute, and bend release. Not easy at all. Then we have some beautiful lines here. And those notes are really a great example for developing your vibrato. And of course in comes Don Felder with again, a type of Chuck Berry lick. He only plays it twice, of course. Back to Joe Walsh. That's so beautiful, isn't it? The thing is, we have this bend, slowly descending, but he adds a bit of vibrato as well. That makes it even more dramatic. So we have... Beautifully done. Yeah, beautiful lick. And the trick here is to make sure the ring finger is on the B string and tilting forward to the E string, so we have good legato. And this is where we have the 2 guitar parts come together, play simultaneously. I'm just gonna play the Joe Walsh part. Here it is. So it starts off with a nice descending sequence. And the sequence simply is a musical idea, a couple of notes that keeps repeating, either ascending or descending. In this case, it goes down. Then we get towards the end. And here we have another descending sequence. Now when we take a look at the chords, you can clearly tell that it's descending. And likewise the melody, I'm going to do the same thing. First we have B minor to F sharp. A to E. You can tell it's the same musical ID. Then we've got G to D. And here we go to the E minor. and back to the B minor and so forth.